Alright, there we go. We are live. Timer is counting down for us to tweet it. Oh. Go. Got 2 minutes.
You already put it on Twitter?
Not yet. Not yet, boo boo. Oh, I can't put it on Twitter. Alright.
Got all 3 Twitters covered. Am I missing anything?
I don't think so, other than Discord maybe.
Okay, you usually beat me to Discord.
I'm doing it right now as we speak. Alright folks, wow that was loud. Alright folks, we're going to be starting here in a moment. If you haven't already, go ahead and share the stream. You're doing it on stream. Welcome everybody to the Madhouse. I am your host, Marcus Mallory, with my co-host, Chi-Chi3300 right here with me. Say hello, Chi-Chi.
Hello.
Alright, and let's get ready to rumble. Is everybody here to make some money? Are people wanting to know when to make money? ADA. What's going on? What's going to happen? That's what we're here to find out today. Alright, and news. Smart contracts released with ADA. Now it is a direct competitor to Binance. With saying that, though, Binance did the right thing. They are still going to support ADA on their platform and their network. You'll still be able to buy it there directly as well as everywhere else in the world. So, Binance did the good thing and the right thing, you know. Proud of them, even though it's a direct competitor. Congratulations. With that smart contracts, same thing with BNB, with Binance. People are going to have to buy BNB just to make the contracts, and then people are going to have to buy ADA to buy those tokens on the ADA network. It is a different language than the smart contract. It is not coded in Solidity. If Ben were here in comms with me, he would be able to tell you exactly what language it is, the differences, and the compatibility between the two if you wanted to do cross-chain. Hint, hint, Ben. See how long it takes him to get up in here. But I have been looking at the data of the charts. I have been scouring all the information, looking for patterns. ADA is going completely rogue with its patterns, but there is still data and information based on the charts and the trading patterns from people with bots. Is ADA price going to drop? My prediction is yes, it will drop based on the news. People are going for their hype gains, the 3x that they gained way back in July. If they were watching this channel, they would know that the end of July, beginning of August, to buy, and it was around 80-90 cents. They would have 3x and almost 4x. Thank you. Thank you, Ben. So, Ben, let's ask this question, Ben. For the cross-chain, since it is different languages, and you're saying that there is a Solidity compatibility layer. If someone was on the BSC smart chain, how hard would it be a cross-chain token on there and that? Where basically the price is impacted by buys on either one or sells. Would it be difficult?
This might be easier.
Yes, there we go.
Ben, get on. It's gonna be a lot of typing.
I know it is.
It is handy that they offer the option to use the Solidity EVM. So any contract that's already deployed on Ethereum or Binance Smart Chain can just redeploy the same contract over there. But Plutus, which is based on Haskell, it's a completely different language. Not only is it a different language, it's a different type of language that is set up so that you can actually, it's fully deterministic, which means you can find out how much the gas is before even doing a transaction, instead of having an estimation that may or may not be correct. You can never have a burn some gas and then find out you ran out of gas and the gas is gone issue.
Where it gets sending back and you just lost that little amount of gas that you did.
Yeah, I ended up burning $50 in gas to buy $62 worth of a token yesterday on Binance Smart Chain due to repeated failed transactions with a lot.
I have actually had that happen with a very popular token that we all are aware of in the Madhouse, Mini Doge, with its gas fees. They're really high. The estimation bid it lower, but it was apparently like $1 more. So I lost $13 in fucking gas fees, and I had to put $15 to cover the cost. So it basically cost me $28. Yeah, it cost me $28.
Because the first time it'll fail, even though the estimation said it would be fine. Yeah, that, if it's a Plutus contract on Cardano, that can't happen. It will know before you even execute it exactly how much gas it'll cost. So that you don't have that fail due to out of gas. And actually the only... There are still some rare cases where something can fail on Plutus, but that involves being out of date with the blockchain and like something changing completely that you're trying to interact with before you get to interact with it, instead of the common issue on all the other chains I've ever worked with, where you just run out of gas and you lose it. So they fixed that with the Plutus language, but it's also a bit of a barrier that can be avoided for anyone that's a Solidity developer that hasn't had experience with languages like Haskell that are really a completely different type of language. It's not a step-by-step instructions thing like most common languages. It's completely different for a functional programming language.
All right. So, with knowing that it's going to be more efficient, it has a very, very bright future in the smart chain world comparatively to the BSC. BSC still has a place, obviously, being the first to market with it, and there's going to be people that just don't want to, transfer over, that they're going to stay in the BSC network because it's whatever. The familiarity of the BSC network is its pride and joy at this point. Even though it's not as sophisticated as the ADA, people will still stick with it because it's just simpler to go with what you know.
Turning it down, sorry.
It's all good. But in saying that, that's not going to stop the scammers and the rug pullers. They are still going to come to ADA to try and do the same thing over there because it's a fresh network, fresh group of people that are going to be coming in, because you have all those people that didn't like BNB because BNB can only be bought in, a finite amount of places. I just found out that BNB is now on Bitmart. Found that out. Chi-Chi, you have Bitmart. You can actually buy BNB directly.
Cool.
That was from Mad Foz. He let me know.
Awesome. Thanks, Mad Foz.
But ADA, why it's so much more popular than BNB is because it's literally on every single exchange in the world. There's not a single exchange you can go to that doesn't have ADA listed. They did it right by doing that first before releasing the smart contract. Basically, they're a late bloomer. From a business standpoint, they did it the right way. Before getting into legality stuff, they made sure that, we're golden, we're listed here, 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 here. Whereas BNB, we're listed on a handful of places, but we have our own exchange, so people will still know about us because we are like one of the world's largest exchanges. So, two different business perspectives and attacks onto the market. Which one will win? Which one will survive? I think they both have their place, and I think they both will survive. as you can see on my handy dandy little line, that's going to be the baseline. Do I think it's going to dip? Yes, I do. Because you are going with the people that are hyped coin, so I think the lowest it will dip to is $2. It's got a nice hard line, but if we go over to the depth charts and look at the depth charts and zoom in, you can see that walls are already starting to be put in place at 240, again at 230. We'll zoom out, and I don't even know if I can zoom out all the way. Yeah, and that $2.06 right there, you can see that there is a hard line right there at the $2 mark. So we have a huge wall that it may dip to, but as you can see, people are starting to thin out on the sells and starting to, you know, wanting to buy in. So once it dips down, it's going to rocket hard, and I don't think it's going to come back down anytime soon, if at all, because people are going to be flooding the network to list their tokens there. I honestly believe and feel that this move with ADA and with what Ben here has described to us, is going to basically put Ethereum in the ground. If Ethereum's had years to fix their gas fees with their smart contracts. Ethereum, I won't even say that ADA's biggest competitor is BNB. I'm going to say their biggest competitor is Ethereum, because Ethereum is listed on every exchange, including Robinhood. It's got the most notoriety in the world. It's one of the most popular tokens or coins next to Bitcoin. Its branding is known around the world. Bitcoin obviously being more well known for people that don't even know about cryptocurrency. You say crypto, you mean Bitcoin? That's what they correlate with crypto for some reason. The god-awful, slow, sluggish Bitcoin, which needs to retire. So, that's the news, that's the prediction with ADA. Dogecoin has held pretty much solid throughout this entire dip and up and dip, moving maybe like 10%, 12% in any given way. Doge, gotta love it. I kind of argue with the bigger YouTubers that say that Ethereum and Doge are safer. I disagree. When a coin can move thousands of dollars in a go, that's dangerous. That is really dangerous when, you know, Bitcoin can go from 50 back down to 30,000 in a blink of an eye. Whereas Dogecoin dropped 5 cents. When Bitcoin dipped down, it dropped 5 cents. And now it's down, I think, 6 from the 30-cent mark. I think it's at 24 cents. So, my opinion, ADA, Doge are probably going to be your safer bets for this bullish run. Doge has the branding, the popularity vote, and a lot of people wanting to believe into it.
Right now, Doge is number 9, and I want to say Cardano is number 3.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes, I have a bet with Steven Steele. I don't know if any of you guys know him, but Steven Steele, I ended up betting him by February of 2022. ADA market cap will be passing Ethereum. That is my prediction. That is my bet. I have a $20 bet on it, a gentleman's bet. So shout out to Steven Steele, doing a great job out there in the YouTube community. Keep up the good work. Jeremy, shout out to Jeremy, doing phenomenal work, being an honest YouTuber when it comes to cryptocurrency, giving honest, neutral opinions, not swayed by popularity vote. Good job on that, Jeremy. And we're not going to shout out one of the most popular ones because these cause a lot of people to lose a lot of money. So let's talk about Madhouse token now. We're going to be doing a giveaway here live on this stream, but we definitely got to get more people in here. I'm seeing mostly mods. 100,000 or 100,000 tokens, which equates to about $30 and tokens for free giveaway. But the rules that apply are you must be a current token holder or have to have tokens when entering the contest. Solana, when everything went down, even Doge, when Doge dipped down 5 cents, Solana was mooning like crazy. Solana definitely people should be keeping an eye on it. A lot of people are doing stuff on the Solana network. I've had people wondering if we were going to release the Madhouse token on Solana instead. We did not. But Solana, a smaller name, it's catching popularity, but it's more of a FOMO network at this point, because they've had a couple tokens break, $500 million market caps. So it's catching a lot of FOMO from that. It has a long road ahead of itself to become an actual reliable network like ADA and Binance. I'm not even going to throw Ethereum in there because let's be real, Ethereum is not a reliable network. One minute you're paying, $10 in gas fees, the next minute you're paying $600. Ethereum is the worst network out there currently on the crypto world. And that's not fun. That's reality, folks. A company that's worth over billions of dollars. Well, no, actually, I think they're down to 300 million something.
There are a lot of people that do like Ethereum.
I agree. I mean, Ethereum's got its place. It's just if they don't step up, people are putting faith blindly into it, and coming from, not financial advice, but guidance, let's put this into real world aspect. Would you put your money into a grocery store that never refreshes its vegetables, that constantly, is always supplying outdated stuff and never reinvests into its shoppers? No, you would rather go, an extra 5-10 minutes to the farmer's market where it's always fresh. Well, in this situation, Ethereum is a grocery store that's consistently always having bad, outdated vegetables because they don't want to reinvest into itself, and their corporate bosses are just hoarding their millions of dollars they're making from the project, and instead of, taking a loss temporarily and putting it into R&D to hire more actual crypto analysis people, cryptographers and coders, and networking security. Instead of doing all that to make their network more efficient and better, they're just hoarding gains from everything. And they've done it for 3 years. They've pushed back the same update for 3 years at this point. We're going on year 4 if they don't release it this winter. So, my faith in a company that doesn't reinvest into its holders shows greed. ADA, and that's why my prediction and bet for ADA is they took the time, the money to take, because they've been a top 5 coin for over a year now, and they're reinvesting that money into it. That's proper management on the CEO. He made a mistake back last winter and fall He tried, you know, correcting it by the end of fall by letting Doge know what and how to fix it. He did make one bad mistake there, but in the direction of its company itself, he's been managing his company fairly well. I'll give him that. He just made a really bad move on dissing the Doge community when, you know, Doge community was pretty much most of the crypto community this past winter. A lot of FOMO, a lot of enthusiasts that, you know, knew people investing because of Doge. I agree, Michael, that Solana is doing everything Ethereum is with lower gas, but so now is ADA. As of today's, ADA is doing the same thing. And you're going to see your wallets growing over the next 1 year to 5 years with ADA, the same way that Binance grew. I remember back in 2019 when BNB was worth only $125, folks, per token. And all those people are sitting on decent money. Same thing is going to be happening with ADA, especially being a more popular branding than Solana. Solana, I think, can compete. With the right marketing team, they could compete with, you know, Binance and ADA. Ethereum at this point for smart chain technology or smart contract technology, I'm not optimistic. I'm genuinely just not optimistic. I look at the facts of it all. I know there's other YouTubers that believe in the Ethereum network, and that's because they have diamond hand holders. I'll give them that. They do have diamond hand holders, but those holders are holding out of stupidity. And I say that with the most honest endearment about that, because look at Doge. Doge has put in more updates in this past year than Ethereum has in the past 10 years, with way less money. A meme coin did more updates than at the time in February of 2020 when Ethereum was worth $1 billion, or close to it. Doge was putting more updates out than $1 billion company almost. That's insane. That is honestly insane. ADA, I made fun of last year because the data, when they were trying to, you know, this hard fork that they were coming up to, everybody's like, it's going to go up, it's going to go up, and I made fun of them like the data's not showing that. The charts and the actual depth chart are not showing it's going to go up. It's got too hard of a wall, and its floor is just dwindling down. It's going to fall. And I told people to panic sell. And they all made money because of it. And it did fall. Yeah, I think once Ethereum, I agree with you, Michael, full-heartedly. I think when ADA passes Ethereum, you're going to see a lot of people abandoning ship. Like, they've taken too long for us investors. They have failed to deliver numerous times to us investors and holders. Like, you're getting passed by your competitors. You're getting passed by an ex-co-founder. Like, that's bad for publicity. When your ex-co-founder of Ethereum suddenly makes a company and then outdoes you. he's caring more about the investors at that point. That's showing he's putting more into his actual efforts and work to deliver. All right. So, is everybody ready for this giveaway? Is everybody ready for this giveaway?
I say we need at least 20 people in here.
All right, let's get this thing up to 20 people. We'll get this thing popping at 20 people. We'll do a 100,000 Madhouse token giveaway. The rules of entering are all you have to be is a Madhouse token holder to be able to qualify.
And you must be present.
Oh yeah, you must be present. We don't do AFK people. Is Ben still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey Ben, alright, tell us a little bit more about Madhouse Token. Your voice is better than mine and less annoying.
Well, what do you want to know about Madhouse Token? Although I know you already know everything about Madhouse Token.
I want to know, well, okay, let's cover first the cross-chain. Now that ADA has its own network, what would be the timeline to cross-chain with that, given it's a different language? Rough estimate, not an actual timeline. Like, are we looking at a year, 2 years of development?
I mean, in 2 years, definitely we can have that there. It's probably more of a matter of months than years. It is a completely different language, so it's not just a copy paste. But as far as the development side of things, there are a couple other utility things that I want to focus on first before doing that. But when it comes down to it, it's probably something that'll be, a month from when we say now it's time to go. Give it a month of testing, development testing.
All right. A question from an investor point of view, being heavily invested into this token. Are you?
It's quiet now.
Oh, let me double check.
Can you hear me, Mad Foz? Am I getting any louder? Is it too loud?
There we go.
Yeah, get me in the yellow. Where'd I go?
Come on, guys. Everybody. Share 20 times. We can get 20 people in here. Easy.
Chi-Chi, I don't know if I'm looking at that in real time.
Chi-Chi's loud, yeah. Chi-Chi's always in yellow. Her voice definitely...
Turn me up in Discord.
Okay, I can do that. I can turn him up in Discord, folks.
Give me a little boost. I'm already cranked on my end, so...
There we go. We got him.
Hey, I'm 41% louder now. Did that do it? Am I clear?
You are clear.
Hear me now.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can definitely hear you, Chi-Chi.
Can you hear me now?
Alright, Mad Foz says yep. But I think the one thing that a lot of people overlook about the Madhouse token, about how important it really is and what a big benefit it really is that even though we have reflections and other tokenomics-like features, we still have 0% token tax on direct wallet-to-wallet transfers. And that might just sound like, oh, this is just some little fringe benefit, but that's an essential issue for integrating with payment gateways and centralized exchanges. Because all the other tokens that do that have to make special exceptions to avoid issues with the token tax transferring in between their liquidity pool or any wallet to get it into there. And that's right off the bat. Main feature, there will never be a tax on direct wallet-to-wallet transfers, and that's what you're doing if you're using a payment gateway. You're just transferring your tokens to the payment gateways wallet. It's not just those two. Also, pretty much any functionality that you have that integrates a token with any gaming system or any form of exchange, there's always a wallet-to-wallet transfer happening, and having zero tax on that makes it all work. And there never will be any tax on wallet-to-wallet transfers. It's not even possible in the smart contract. If it's a wallet-to-wallet transfer, taxes don't apply.
All right. Consider me like a normal, like new beginner, first to world economics and also to investing. All right. Let's take this $100 bill. Right. Over time, this $100 bill's value is decreasing. Correct? Like it's
less with it.
Like over time, like the government's money, like there's nothing protecting this $100 for being worth actual $100. Over time, it's worth way less. Right?
Right.
That might right. So, but with the way
It is
you
actually
code,
worth less. The dollar
but
amount right now, I think.
but the way you coded that house token is basically you took this $100 and you coded it where I can still go buy something for this, and it's at the time worth $100, and or someone buys something for me. It's like, say my computer business, someone buys this hard drive right here, $100, right? I take that $100 from them, and with your coding, that is pretty much keeping the value of it with the burns and the sell reflections. Like if someone is investing into our currency, but there's other people selling, like your tokenomics slash deflationomics, it's helping retain this $100 to always be $100. Correct?
Two parts to it. Yeah, the one on one side, you won't just, if you keep holding that $100, then all of a sudden there's gonna be another dollar appearing next to it, and another one from reflections just from holding. The more people are buying and selling the tokens, the more dollars you get. But on top of that, it's also burning the supply, keeping the liquidity pool. I mean, okay, maybe I'm saying too many jargon words, but the value itself is being held up. So over time, the more buying and selling there is on the tokens, the more each token is worth as well. So you have more of them, and they're worth more. Two ways that it's getting better. Instead of more dollars being minted all the time, and less being able to buy less with each dollar or each $100. Instead, you're getting more value per dollar instead of less. Because we're getting rid of tokens. Tokens are getting deleted. There's less available, so they're worth more.
All right. I'm sorry. Chichi's being funny in the background right here, guys. I love her as a co-host.
You could tell him. Go ahead.
She's like, where'd you get that money, boy? What are you hooking at night?
Hey, let me find out you was hooking last night. Where you got them bills from, boy? I didn't want to post it or say it while Ben was talking.
But
it's reflections, not hooking.
Right? But I that's the way I saw it when.
Aren't you part of the team, Mr. Marcus Mallory? You already taking out reflections?
Oh yeah, no,
Or you
definitely
just
not.
showing what the reflections could be?
I'm showing what the reflections could be.
Gotcha, but I still need to know where the bills came from.
My computer business, Nick's Quick Computer Fix.
How
I've
many
had a
damn
lot.
computers you fixed in the last 36 hours?
5? 4? Well, if I eliminate 2, 3. 3 altogether, but one guy had 2. Well, technically I only repaired 4. Another was just data recovery. I was trying to repair it, and from the power outage and surge that he had, I did inform him his circuit, he does have a strip, but I told him that if his unit's going like that, because I showed him, I plugged it in, I'm like, see the green light on the back's working. Your power source is working correctly. It's your motherboard or RAM. RAM being, he had DDR3 and he had 16 gigs of DDR3. He's looking at $200 just in RAM in general for that much RAM and DDR3 because they don't make it anymore at retail. This is retail we're talking about. Yeah. And the motherboard, obviously, if it's a DDR3 motherboard, it's going to be, I might be able to find one, but it's not just any motherboard, it's an HP specific motherboard. Obviously, I could get them a different board custom for DDR3. And, but the amount of money he would have to put into it with the actual repair fees, he was looking at getting up possibly a new one. He was able to get a new tower, keyboard, mouse, and new monitor, which was a 27-inch instead of his 15-inch that he had. All for $526. So, like, he was able to buy a whole new setup, all updated, better screen resolution, all of that, lighter, small form factor keyboard, which looks really nice, for about the same amount that would have costed me to repair it. And I was honest with him. So he bought a new one, and for data recovery I charged him $100 since I used to bowl with my family, so he got a family discount. Data recovery is not cheap, folks. That can get pretty pricey. Alright, we are losing viewers. I don't know if people are just bored, want the giveaway instantly. Let's go double check. What we can do for the giveaway is we can literally, after the stream, we can sit in the Madhouse. What time is it here? Yeah, we can sit in the Madhouse comms for an hour or two to let people get a chance to, you know, go buy some Madhouse tokens to qualify for the giveaway. We don't have to do it directly live. I was hoping to do it here live, but
there's no minimum. But guys, don't go buy one token.
They're gonna spend more on gas fees. Well,
yeah.
Yeah, no, they.
Token.
It'd be more in gas fees just to buy the one token. I mean, and that's only 15 cents. So. Well, with that, because Chi-Chi's 1, Foz 2, 3, we have one lurker. One lurker. Oh, nope, Altman. So yeah, it's pretty much mods only, so we will continue this off stream, I'm gonna assume, to keep this video as informational as possible about ADA, as well as the Madhouse token information and the breakdown of how the tokenomics work, and how it's protecting your money, and how it acts like actual real-world money, but instead of, you know, devaluing that we're actually trying to help retain the value, which I wish governments would do. But that would make, you know, wealthy people, banks, lose money by doing that. Imagine a bank giving reflections for just holding your money in their banks, and not just this puny little amount of interest. If someone, you know, sells money or whatnot, you're getting reflections on that. That would put the banking industry out. Madhouse token is actually a currency that this community, this YouTube community that's been around for a while, and me have made. I've been streaming for 7 years, working on the Madhouse branding, and we made our own actual token. Joseph! Holy crap, there's a name I haven't seen in forever. It's a smart contract that we're basically made into a currency, as well as it has utility. And I don't know if you play Dungeons and Dragons. We have basically a proof of concept, which at some point this week we will show the basic proof of concept of it live on stream for people to see. So there's that utility, there's the currency aspect. I have not seen BitPay. I've been trying to look into BitPay on how to actually get with them, but no bueno. I'm gonna reach out also to newegg.com to see if we can work with them. But it's basically a project that, with popularity, bigger businesses would be taking it more seriously as a currency and would be accepting us as a currency. So it's going to take basically all of the Madhouse community, the Doge community that we came from and started from, any other community that wants to participate. Joseph, you're a longtime member. We thought of doing Moist Coin. We thought about it. But Moist Coin, the concept, I mean, we could actually launch a Moist Coin and see if we could recruit some models and do basically a
Moist Doge.
And do a Camster website kind of thing. I mean, we could do that technically. That would be up to Ben if they wanted to start a secondary project. But we didn't go that route. We're not on Coinbase yet because we are not that popular yet. We just launched this week. We launched on Monday. We're only a week old. It's a brand new token that wanted to tackle the issues with, firstly, pre-sale dumps. Another issue with high buy tax. We felt that buyers should not be penalized for getting into the token, so we reduced that to only 3%. And then pump and dumpers. On top of the pre-sale dumpers, we wanted to basically reward holders through pump and dumps by having a higher sell tax of 25%, with 20% reflections going to holders and 5% being true burned, literally just deleted. You'll see the token amount over time on buys and sells. The token amount will slowly go down over time. No token has used a combination of those mechanics ever. Not like that. Most burns that they do send it to a burn wallet, which does not create scarcity really, because it doesn't truly, you know, get rid of them forever. Ours deletes them forever. Mixed with the biggest price point of our token and biggest sell point is Basically, what we were all hoped that SafeMoon would do in the future, but they would have to relaunch, was 0 tax on wallet-to-wallet transfer. Because you should not be penalized once we get listed on other exchanges. You as a holder, if you want to move it to say Bitmart or Whitebit as we get listed, you should not be penalized by moving your money from your one wallet to another. It doesn't happen in real life. It shouldn't happen in crypto. It's your wallet. There should be no middleman taking your freaking money by getting a new wallet. If I go to the store and I get a new wallet and I put my money in it, it's still my money. It's still the same. I'm not giving somebody else money for. That's just dumb. That is a mechanic that should not exist at all. You should never be taxed on moving your own money to your own wallets or giving your money to somebody else as a transfer or as a donation. If you want to help out, say, a homeless person, you want to give them $100. The way the current tokenomics are set on every token besides ours is if I go to give that person $100, I'm getting taxed, we'll say with SafeMoon because it's a lower amount, 10%. So that homeless person is only going to receive 90. That's not right. No, I want to give them $100. It's unfair and it's unjust just to holders. It's not fair. It's a mechanic that should have been fixed way before now. It should not have taken a YouTube community to figure it out, to figure out how to code it and fix this one major problem, real world issue problem in smart contracts with tokenomics. That should never have happened. It should have been fixed a long time ago. The giveaway is 100,000 Madhouse tokens. To enter, you must own Madhouse tokens. That's the only qualification to enter into the giveaway. Well, it's not too late to go grab some. Anybody can go grab Madhouse tokens. The qualifications are not finalized until we're gonna continue to stream for about another hour, and that's when qualifications. Well, that's when the stream will end, and if we have enough people, we'll do it then. Within the hour. If we don't have enough people, then we'll continue this in the Madhouse Telegram and do it there.
I just posted the Telegram, and I think you can buy directly off the page.
Yes, you can.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay.
Yep. It's about $30. 100,000 tokens is about $30.
But again, we just launched, and with any new token, it's going to go up and it's going to come down. And right now we're down, so take advantage of spending that $30 for 100K tokens. It's going to be worth a lot more than that.
We went through the initial pre-sale dumpers, and the current holders are diamond hands and are committed to the project. The pre-sale dump has slowed down marketing and other aspects and utility to not hurt the market cap. We are doing everything and anything in our power to promote the token, the giveaway being one of them.
Oh, definitely. If not more than that, Mad Foz.
Agreed, Mad Foz. And the reason also, Martinez, if you're still here, the reason we went with Madhouse tokens is because you'd be spending mad money. That's why. It was catchy, it's marketable, and we went that way. Spending moist money, it sounds like I'm going to a strip club.
And we have entered the after hours. The moist hours.
Moistness. Moistness. We here at the Madhouse token community and Madhouse community are completely firm on this project. The liquidity pool is locked for literally 4 lifetimes, 260 plus years. The liquidity pool is locked for. This is a long-term project to basically show that you don't need to be a Fortune 500 company or a $1 million company with crazy ideas. You could be a YouTube community that sees issues with something and come together as a community to fix it. And that is exactly what we did. We came together as a community, a YouTube community, and fixed some major issues in the BSC smart contracts out there. Not to mention, we all got tired of the scam tokens, we all got tired of the rugs, and we wanted to show people what a real legitimate token and legitimate project would look like. Anything that's fast cash like that, you always got to be wary of. Would I love us to be worth several $1 million already in market cap? Of course, that'd be great. What would we do with that? We'd spend about, you know, probably $100,000 on a year worth of marketing from ninjapromo.io. To basically make it blow up big time. Okay, $19. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Joseph. It was a lot of hard work. And by supporting the Madhouse token, you're supporting the Madhouse community in the end as well. That's another thing. Like, you'll be able to, because like my plans for this YouTube channel is, I like 88. I love Doge. Don't get me wrong, but if someone wants to donate, I want something that us community work together and support it together. I would love for them to be able to just be like, hey, here, I'm going to donate you $10 worth of Madhouse tokens, Marcus. There you go. You know, it just, it keeps it more about us as a family, as a community, and everything that we've done, all the money we've made this past year. I mean, I made a decent chunk this year. I had an amazing summer, once of a lifetime summer. I have never gone on vacation since I was a child. I've never gone on vacation as an adult by myself. I've normally done it with my family, gone camping with them, but I've never gone on a vacation where it was just me. And I'm almost 40. I'm going to be 38 this year. And I finally did. I spent the past decades just doing nothing but working 2 to 3 jobs. Hustling, working, grinding, 2, 3, 4 hours of sleep on average, and just living off of monsters. And it got redundant. So I started my own computer business. And I worked a full-time job with my computer business. Thanks to Doge spiking and everything, obviously you guys know my backstory on that one. And this was my way as a YouTuber to give back to the community, because you guys as a community are learning more about Madhouse Token before it goes anywhere. So really the Madhouse community still wins in the end comparatively. We're 100x, 1000x. This is a gem. This is something that I don't understand. And in a lot of shill groups that people are complaining like, oh, this was a rug and I just lost all that. Like, I don't feel bad for them. We've been marketing the Madhouse Token since June. I've been paying for ads since July. We've been doing AMAs since August. Multiple AMAs. We've gotten the word out. But people are, wanting these high risk, 100x in the first day. It's like, yeah, keep chasing those, and guess what? You're gonna lose more than you make. You want a real project by a real community, by someone that's given his actual business out. Nick's Quick Computer Fix. You Google that, you know where I live. There is no founder that's done that dumb shit. But I'd have nothing to lose, nothing to gain. I'm in this thing for the long haul. It's something that I came up with on my way down this past June to go see Chi-Chi and spend the entire summer with her, that I came up with an idea. Because I was tired of the high risk and all the rugs. I mean, I'm still in the green from that. From comparatively on the amount that I've made from, high risk and then some of them being rugs and scams. I'm still in the green. But in the end, these tokens out there don't make any logical sense. They just don't make any sense to me whatsoever. And I wanted to change that. And I rambled. Y'all live still in chat, or they just put y'all to sleep. Chi-Chi, you still awake?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm working on
Everybody's so
sorry.
quiet. I thought I put people to sleep. And yes, we're down. Pre-sale dumps mixed with more dumps, but it happens. I'm trying to, hopefully this can come back. I really would love it for it to come back.
Oh, it's gonna come back.
Yeah, when you look at the first week of any launch, typically looks a lot like that. Spike, and then a slow decline for a few days. Then you look back at it in a few months, you can't even see that spike. It's so small compared to how high it goes.
Right.
Yeah. So if you guys as a community can start raiding, we can do coordinated raids, we can go into other people's streams. That is actually a tactic that worked for me. They did it to me and I actually got into a token where I did make money. But in the process of making the money, I got out early because I found out that the dev was doing very shady stuff and we exposed him as a community. And in the end, I was shown right. Smegmars was a rug. Felt good to be right.
One of the slowest slow rugs that I've seen, but in the end, yeah, they proved
Not really. He made about $90,000 from the version 1. If you go look at his wallets.
Yeah.
From the day trading as well as
just didn't completely pull the rug out until months
yeah
later.
Yeah, and then when he told people to get out, he sold a bag that was from the dev wallet for like 30,000 from that as well, so he took a decent chunk as well. Michael, that's going to be actually a new thing to the community as well. In order for people to, unless it's a main coin for random tokens like that, we will not be looking into unless people are actually either, well, we'll start off, you have to be a Madhouse token holder to be requesting for us to look into other tokens.
That would be my thought. I'll put on there if anybody has any questions about any tokens that you would be willing to discuss.
Okay. Yes, like you don't have to donate Madhouse tokens. That's for when we're at like $100 million market cap. We'll start doing, you know, to look into other projects. Devs can have us, you know, go deep dive into their wallets to show that they're legitimate. We can have our coders, myself, Ticker, Madfoz, Altman, and Ben, obviously, all can look into Solidity and see, you know, some shady stuff that doesn't add up. So, are you a Madhouse token holder, Michael? Yeah, it's got a 200 million market cap with unlocked liquidity. I'm gonna. Oh my god, that's my point right there. Like, risky, stupid tokens instead of safer projects. Madhouse's liquidity is locked for over 200 years. Oh, Michael, Jesus Christ. I wouldn't put a dime into Loki whatsoever. I would put my money into Madhouse token. Or Baby London. I will actually give a huge shout out to Baby London. Just because of how important... Well, one, they're amazing, but how important their project is for smart contracts and also DeFi. Like, their project has to exist. In order to keep government regulation out of DeFi, we need something in order to defend the DeFi network from that in court orders. Baby London does that by having a actual KYC area for the DeFi area It shows that we're regulating ourselves, that the government doesn't need to step in. That project is 100% needed. With all the scams and rugs going on, people don't realize if they continue to go down that road, like this 200 mil unlocked liquidity, like, if they get enough reports to the scam departments in the US, eventually US is going to start mandating regulations on DeFi. That's all we need, folks. Guess what? Your money is tracked. It's no longer private. So all the money you're trying to make into DeFi, because all these scams and rugs, guess what? You're now being tracked, meaning you're being taxed on every single penny you do. So every time you transfer to a different token, sell out, and then wait for a dip and you buy back in, you are going to have to report them. Technically, you're supposed to anyways, but because it's on DeFi and there is no current government regulation, you don't have to report all of it. You only have to report it when you actually submit it to a centralized exchange, such as Coinbase, Binance, Bitmart, and various other ones. So, Baby London, huge shout out. Thank you so much for making that project. And I'm literally so hopeful for that project to succeed. And if anybody wants to let Baby London know that I'm talking about them, go ahead. I fully support that project. The Madhouse community fully supports that project. It is needed. We want to keep the DeFi decentralized as much as possible. So, Michael, if you want to get into a token but don't want to get into the Madhouse token, Baby London, by all means, Baby London. A legitimate project that makes sense and is needed. Yeah, as of right now, there's actually only one token out there in the world that actually creates a floor that can market it, and it's 100% true. Only one. All the others out there, LP tax, all that, you know, buyback, all that, the burning ones out there that send to a burn wallet, all of them do not create floors. It burns liquidity, so it creates a slow drip, so the floor slowly decreases over time.
Okay, I told them, so they might start flooding in. May not. Just letting you know.
Baby London's tokenomics, I'm not a fan of the tokenomics, but the project itself and what they are going to be doing, I am 100% behind on that one. I don't care the tokenomics on how they are. They could have none, they could have all. But the idea behind the project and what they're working towards, that is the big picture. There needs to be some sort of regulation that is not government, that can hold these scammers and rug pullers to a higher standard and be like, are you going to do this? We have your ID, and if you do this, guess what? We are exposing you for whatnot, and as well as we'll report you to the scam departments. We'll regulate for the government and turn you guys in. I love that. I 100% love that. Like, where was Baby London a year ago when we needed it?
Hey, Baby London's been what y'all started? Y'all were working on the Madhouse token for what, 6 months? Baby London worked on theirs for 6 to 7 months, I believe them saying.
Yeah, They worked on theirs about the same amount of time as we did and launched around the same time we did. Well, they launched when we were trying to, and the first pre-sale failed when we would have launched at the same exact time. We got delayed.
Yeah. Yeah, they worked on their project and they really hard, just as we did. Amazing group of people.
And I agree, Matt Foss, scammers get wrecked. Like, Baby London's wrecking them. And fucking Ben just being a hound over there on coding. Well, there's this. This is inefficient. Oh, this is inefficient. Oh, this raises the gas fees. I would have done this differently. Ben is a perfectionist when it comes to coding. It's like an artwork for him. But, like, Baby London creators did the one thing that any business owner or any engineer or marketer should do. They're tackling a problem. Like the Madhouse token, they're trying to tackle a problem. And the problem that they're trying to tackle is fucking huge. Like, millions of dollars, huge. Like Grandma Doge, they walked away with almost $500,000. Doge Wheel, they walked away with millions of dollars. See guys, this is what took so long for our development. Ben was very anal retentive on the gas fees. It's why it's as low as it is. So there you go, Michael. Basically, I would honestly have to say, John Kennedy, that Baby London and Madhouse Token are pretty much the two projects of the year. Two top projects. Yes.
I don't mean to cut you off, but why is... Never mind. It looks like the same picture. Crypto Ape. Golden Ape. Into Baby London again? Looks like the same picture. I might be wrong. Sorry. Proceed. That just kind of got me.
I know what you're talking about, and yes, he's using it as his profile pic. Two projects that literally are trying to tackle major issues in the smart contract world. Baby London tackling the scammers and rug pullers. Madhouse Token tackling the coding and mechanic issues and trying to make the actual token that makes more sense. Does actually create a floor like it's supposed to mathematically. As well as reflections that actually work with the hard floor being created. You'll see massive amounts of funds and gains on buys, and on sells, your wallet will barely budge. We actually had holders find that out. Like, I gained 2x, but I only lost like 5%. Mixed with a mechanic that should have been in smart contracts all along, because you shouldn't be taxed on moving your money to your wallet. But Baby London, definitely one of the best contracts, best projects that I have seen all year. That isn't a FOMO project, that isn't a all hype for no reason project. The hype that it's getting behind it is well deserved. It is a project that is actually trying to deliver something for its community and for all of smart contract communities. And when they go cross-chain, cross-platform, that's even bigger. I really look forward to seeing the KYC of Baby London. John Kennedy. That looks so familiar. I feel like he used to have like a bulldog next to his name or something. And with that, we have not gained enough people for the giveaway on the stream yet. We are still trying to do the giveaway. We've got about 24 minutes till we end the stream, and hopefully we can get enough people to do the contest. If Baby London community can let people know about the Madhouse token giveaway, great. But I'm not going to show my token in their chat, so, and I don't advise anybody else to do that because I actually enjoy their community and I don't want to get kicked out of it.
No, I just put in there that we're live and chilling for you guys. If y'all want to join us, we'd love to have you guys.
Oh yeah. I love the DJ stuff that they did. Like, that was an ingenious idea, and it was unique. It was definitely unique.
Yes, yes. Come on, guys. If we can get up to at least 30. Well, if we get up to 20, we can do the giveaway.
Baby London is a BSC token. Its project consists of, well, first off, tokenomics, reflections, LP tax, all of that, marketing, tax. But its project, the biggest part of the project is that they plan on creating their own platform that they do a KYC for projects to go through. That if they don't do the KYC, they don't get in. And then during the KYC, though, they have to go through and submit the wallets, and then an in-depth actual wallet dive goes through to see if they've been a part of any rug scams or anything that has been reported in the past. Basically, they do what we do here already on the Madhouse, but they're actually making a platform to sign up on and go through instead of just visiting a YouTube channel live. So it's going to be there 24/7. Obviously, I'm not a robot. I am kind of a bot when it comes to the charts, but I am not a bot that I could do 24/7 streaming. I do need sleep.
He does need sleep.
Yes, Baby London also pays dividends in Ethereum.
Yes.
And $1,000 worth of Baby London earns you about $1.40 in Ethereum a day, and that's just at the current market cap. As they get more market cap, it will be more. But Baby London's project is literally a project to give them a big middle finger to ruggers and scammers that basically the golden standard will be Baby London to go through. That if the project didn't do a KYC with them, didn't go through the in-depth wallets lookups and background checks of the project, that they won't get listed. So, love that idea. Like, I think we all kind of want to give middle fingers to all the ruggers and scammers out there. If not, like, realistically, I think we all have had rage to the point where we kind of, wish that the devs of these rugs or scams would break an ankle at least. Especially the slow rugs. I know the Smegmars community kind of, like, they were vicious. God damn. That dev. Oof. He had a lot of negative energy towards him after that one. I don't blame them. It's just we shouldn't have to have that happen. And with a project like Baby London, we won't have to. Literally, people for safer investing will basically be able to go through projects that were only weeded out by Baby London. Which, I don't know about you guys. I'd rather my money investing be safer than reckless. I mean, reckless money is nice, don't get me wrong. But, if I could have both, massive gains, but also be safer, I'd rather go that route. Yeah, didn't they go through hacking as well? Yeah, I already mentioned that, Michael. We've only been around for a week. This was the pre-sale. And then pre-sale pump and dumpers. Well, pre-sale dumpers. Mixed with a marketer that we paid. He did not deliver. And basically sold out.
And he was paid well.
Yeah. He was paid well to market and he did not deliver. Kept up coming with excuses and whatnot and basically sold out. But it's not the first project that he did that to either. Apparently, after talking to Baby London, he did it to them as well. Sold almost $1,000 worth of Baby London tokens that he got paid for free. Technically, he just got given the tokens.
He cried wolf about his wallet being hacked and he lost all of his Baby London. And the team that they are, they helped him out. They gave him some Baby London tokens and some Ethereum for what he lost. And he dumped the next day or within the next few days, 100%. And then did the same thing to us, just with a different story.
Yeah, and then told us he was never around, but he was always around in Baby London's group until he got the tokens, and then he sold on that. But we're still recovering. Team's still here. We're not going anywhere. The project's not going anywhere. The floor is literally this is as low as it's ever going to get. The 9 BNB worth of liquidity is still in there. That's not going anywhere. Because we all know who the holders are, and they are long-term holders. So this is literally the bottom of the floor. It will not get lower. The price can and will only go up from here. So the more we market the token, the better the chart will look. We have AMA coming up on Saturday. 11 p.m. Central, Ben? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Unless we can do it earlier.
Did we say 11 p.m. Central or Eastern?
11 p.m. Central on a Saturday night is perfect. For me, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm like speaking for everyone.
It's like I'm always available then, but if we do it early, we might catch more people online. But we're scheduled for 11 as it is right now.
All right. And Michael, the chart looks the way it does because there's people in pre-sale that literally just get into pre-sales for games. That's literally it.
They go around looking for pre-sales gains and immediately don't.
Yep. They don't believe in the projects. They don't believe in the people.
They don't even look into the projects. They just get into the pre-sale to make a quick lick and dump immediately.
Yeah. And we're honestly, as a community, glad that they sold out. We don't want them to make gains if they're going to be like that. The potential gains that are going to be happening. We want people that believe in the project, believe in what we're doing, and want to support the community and the token.
And anyone who was holding Madhouse during any of those spikes watched their value go up with the price, and then the price went down and their token count went up and the value barely went down. So it's
honestly,
if you had a bag and you were watching the bag, it looked better than the line on the chart.
Just based off the reflections and the burns, my wallet price, my 1% wallet price, is literally the same exact price as it was right at the very beginning at pre-sale. Like right when we launched. It's still, it's worth that. Which is about 3 point something BNB.
Okay, I do want to clarify that the help that was given to the person that also got us as well was not given tokens by the team. It was a donation.
Yeah.
To help him out. So he royally screwed a good person over.
And they gave him they just gave him project tokens.
Yeah, he donated them. He donated project tokens to try and help the guy out, thinking that, you know, the guy would hold as the token goes up, but he literally instantly sold, making the chart look like shit. He didn't hold the tokens 24 hours. Same thing with ours. Right here. Not even 24 hours. Literally like 8 hours. Just dumped. And that's not the kind of people that we want in our community. We want holders. We want people that believe in our project, just like Baby London does. Baby London wants people that believes in what they're doing and why. I mean, if you're tired of scammers and rug pullers, can I get an X in the channel? If you're tired of scammers and rugs, give me an X in channel. Let's see how many people are tired of that. And I gotta account for the delay.
Oh, I suppose I heard it early.
Yeah. Well, guys, Baby London, Baby Mattbot's really fucking tired. He's lost money up the wazoo from it. Baby London's trying to tackle that issue with the KYC aspect for projects. The legitimate, you know what I'm trying to say. Big words. And they're Jesus, spammage much? And Baby London's trying to tackle that issue. So why would you dump on them when they're trying to tackle a real life issue with smart contracts, try to tackle scams and rugs that we all freaking hate, that literally piss us off? Why would you dump on something like that's just the tokens you were donated for free. There was no reason to dump on a legitimate project at all. Like, Jesus. Support it by holding. Or sell a little over time. Don't just make one big ass red candle like an asshole. And the person that donated them basically got slapped in the face because of it. Like, that's just one massive slap, and my heart goes out to that person. And I'm not going to say who it was, but that's just... no, we weren't... I don't even want to say we were scammed so much.
We trusted someone.
Yeah.
We weren't...
Yeah, we were scammed. We were lied to, and then...
We trusted... Yeah, basically scammed.
We gave someone 1% worth of tokens as team tokens to be a marketing representative, to find AMAs, find different paths of marketing. He promised us influencers, that he knew some big influencers on Twitter, that he had some ends with, that he would hook us up with. The only thing he did do was he led us to a shill group that does AMAs. That the Twitter guy does have a decent amount of followers, but that's the only thing he did. And then he went MIA after that for like 2 weeks, a week. Yeah, no, 2 weeks.
He got us to give his buddy money. That's all that ended up coming out of that.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we got Tim in the house. He is with Baby London. If anybody is still here and has any questions.
Oh, hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim. I didn't want to say your name without permission, so I literally kept everything as discreet as possible in that aspect.
Well, he kind of... I wasn't going to say any names or anything either, but he said it, so I figured it was okay.
Yeah. And the same person that got Baby London, Tim, CEO, co-founder, got us as well. We felt bad for him, so we brought him onto the team, gave him a job to do, in which he didn't do, and he sold tokens without doing a job first. He was supposed to be marketing. He was supposed to find us multiple AMAs, multiple influencers. He didn't find us a single influencer and only got us hooked up with one AMA that he's friends with the guy and got that guy $1,000 worth of B&B. And
everybody else on the team has been in the community for a long time. We all know each other well.
I have everybody's number.
Yeah.
I don't even consider them a team anymore. I consider them my family.
I don't have Mad Foz's number, but I do have his Facebook. I'll keep that private, though. Everybody else's, I do have their... Oh, no, I don't have Hados, but he's not on the team. I have Altman's. I have Tickers. I have yours. I have, obviously, Chi-Chi's.
You don't have my number. Don't be lying to people.
Yes. Hados is a well-connected member of the community, but yeah, he's not
on the team.
Official team members.
Yeah. And
Just
Tim,
to
I want to...
Go ahead.
Tim, I want to say honestly, on behalf of your project and what you guys are doing, I am so sorry it happened to you guys. We're trying to do similar things on changing the BSC, but with what you guys are doing, it's a bigger deal than what we're trying to, in a sense. We're just trying to tackle mechanical issues. You're trying to tackle real life world issues in all of DeFi. We're just trying to tackle like the mechanics that make more sense. You're trying to basically save us from government regulation. That is a big thing to try and tackle. Like, you have the literally weight of the world on your shoulders for your project. And for someone to take a donation like that and not believe in your project like they said they did and screw you, I'm on behalf of the Madhouse token, I am sorry that happened to you. Like, you have enough stress out there. Like, your project is a huge deal in the crypto world. It is absolutely necessary and needed. Without it, we're going to get fucked. We're going to be watched more closely. We're going to have to do actual ID verification, possibly on Trustfall in the future. If without your project, like, people don't realize that your project has to happen.
And we have a new visitor. Who do we have? And we have Tim with us. Tim, you're muted up.
Timmy!
Timmy!
How's it going?
Yep.
How's it going, Timmy?
Oh.
I scared him away. Oh, here he is.
There he is.
I was like, I hope we didn't make him mad by saying Timmy.
Or maybe I gotta give him a roll real quick. He might not have any rolls.
Oh yeah, I got it. Or unless you got it first.
I'm not able to give him roll.
I just did. All I gotta give him is verified, right?
You guys.
Yep,
Hey,
yep,
there we go.
Hey, there we go.
Oh, okay.
How are we, guys? I thought I'd jump in and say a quick g'day and say thanks for all the kind words in there. I was just I just got the link and thought I'd come check it out and say hello to you guys.
You're
Hey,
fucking
hey, hey.
Aussie?
Hello.
You're Aussie,
Yeah,
Tim?
man.
Holy
yeah, I'm an
shit.
Aussie, man. I'm an Aussie.
Freaking
Literally
awesome, rock.
75% of my community is Aussie because of my stream time.
Nothing wrong with Aussies, mate. We're
No.
the ones that hold down the
No.
fort when everyone else goes to sleep.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi.
We don't go to sleep. We stay awake with you guys.
Nah, look, I'm only in for a couple of minutes just to come say a quick g'day and say thanks for all the kind words, guys. Anyone who's listening, definitely jump on with Madhouse and check it out and come over and have a chat and ask some questions over at Baby London too. We'd be happy to help you out on both parties there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can even post y'all's Telegram if that's okay with you.
Yeah, no worries at all. No worries at all. So if if anybody's got any questions about the about our processes over at Baby London and about what we're trying to do, these guys here at Madhouse are perfect examples of what needs to be happening in this space. I'll clear up a little bit what happened with that particular person that Madhouse had a problem with at the start, and I personally had a problem. So the personal problem wasn't to do with Baby London in general. The person came to me as somebody that I thought was a decent person and told me he had his whole wallet hacked. I was able to give him some tokens out of my personal holdings. Now, my personal holdings in my own project isn't even that big because I had the same chance as everybody else to get in on launch, and unfortunately, it launched 2 hours before I woke up. So I got in after it had already hit a 10x. Being able to help somebody out like that was in a really dark situation at the time after having his whole wallet drained, it made me feel a little bit better about the things that I was doing. To find out only a couple of days later that it was all a bit of a scam towards a lot of different projects that he was running the same sort of process, and he sold all of the tokens I gave him, and I even boosted his ETH rewards for him. So it was just a bit of a kick in the guts after trying to do the right thing and help somebody out. You know, you think you're doing the right thing. These guys at Madhouse had the same problem. He was meant to be doing a job for them. He got a portion of the token holdings during the launch of the project, and he quickly sold those tokens out, and he tried to come up with excuses for the process. And as far as I'm concerned, if you haven't delivered on the job that you've done, you shouldn't have received the tokens in the first place, so you had no right to sell. Different story if maybe he delivered on his promise of marketing and all the rest of it.
No, not at all. Not at all. The only person he hooked us up with is Trav, which is a mutual friend of you and us. Trav Lad, great guy.
Well, Trav's a part of Baby London. Well, he's an admin in their Telegram. I don't know if he's part of the team.
So what happened, Trav's not actually part of the in-house team. With Trav, what happened is he approached us right at the start of the project, said he'd be happy to go out and do some promotional work for us for a payment, and as the type of people we are, we just said, no, look, we don't give anybody any airdrops in tokens. We've seen the damage that can cause in a lot of projects. Within a couple of days of Trav listening into the voice chat and understanding everything we were trying to do at Baby London, Trav actually approached me and said, you know what, I'm going to stop promoting anything else, and I'm going to focus 100% on Baby London for free. He ended up becoming a very large investor in Baby London. He's now joined the, I guess he'd be higher than just an admin for everything that he's doing for us over at Baby London. He's sort of one of our marketing managers, I guess. And everything that he's been able to help out with, and the people that he knows and everything like that, definitely the person you want to be talking to for that sort of thing. So if anybody has any marketing needs, reach out to Travlad. He'd be, as long as everything's above board, I'm sure he'd be happy to help.
Yeah. Well, we've been trying to reach out to him. He's currently booked, I guess, for like 2 weeks, from what he said to me. So getting a hold of him is,
man.
He's very busy. But other than Trav, like, he literally, the person that introduced us to him didn't bring us any influencers like he said he would. He said he had a bunch of friends, big investors that were going to get into the token, didn't deliver them. Like, it was just nothing but a bunch of empty promises.
All I can say, guys, and this is something that a lot of projects combat. I like the fact that you guys aren't giving up, because a lot of projects after something like that happening would give up. The fact that you guys aren't giving up shows the sort of heart you guys have got, and like how dedicated you are to the cause and the project. People like that, it's a very hard situation when they're part of the team and they come in, they do nothing, they sell, they had nothing for the project in the first place. You are going to come across that whenever you get into this space. The way that we did it over at Baby London, being able to complete fair launch, we had no token airdrops, we had no nothing. It fair launched, and everybody in the team had the same opportunity that everybody else in the public had. I know a few people that there was one guy, this is one of my favorite stories to tell. He bought $7 worth on launch as soon as it launched. Bought by the next day, he turned $7 into $7,000 and was able to pay his rent and feed his family that he hadn't been able to do for a while because of his really bad addiction of buying into projects that he didn't understand. He actually sold out of.
That's
Then
awesome.
about 3 days later, he came and bought back into the project, and he bought back in at quite high market cap. But because he was able to sort of fix up everything that was going wrong around him, yeah, it makes us feel pretty good over at Baby London to know that there's people out there that are being able to, you know, rely a little bit more and go to sleep on a project, knowing that it's safe. I think that's the hardest part in crypto at the moment is a lot of people don't sleep because they put their money in a project. They won't go to sleep until their money's back out of that project. And that's, as much as people try to say it's not the cause, but it is the cause, because it's things like that that cause the pump and dumps in projects. If you don't have the time or the money to be leaving your money in while you sleep, you probably shouldn't be investing in projects before you go to bed.
I tell people that all the time on this channel. All the time.
Yeah. It's got to be, it's definitely got to be a thing that when you invest in a project, you've got to invest with money that you're willing to lose. All right. Number one, do your own research. Number two, do that research properly before you invest, not after you invest. Understand a project, understand their background, understand the things they're trying to do. And if you can't get those three major things sorted in your head before you invest, then you're doing it wrong. All right. Don't invest before you understand those small things within a project.
And there's so many people that don't even do that. They literally just get into projects they know nothing about and are losing money because they didn't do any research and find out they're getting rugged and scammed. Even though there's like 10, 20 people saying, hey, there's a legitimate project, Baby London. Hey, there's a legitimate project, Market or the Madhouse token. Like, they've done KYOCs, they've done, you know, they've shown their face, they've told their community where they live. Like, you can't get much safer than that, and people just ignore that and go for these FOMO'd ones that they don't research. They just see a bunch of people FOMOing. I mean, people don't realize how easy it is to bot on Telegram and to make those bots that go into channels with like 100 different fake accounts that look like real people that say different things. You could make a bot within like a day or two that does that with 100 accounts and just starts talking about a specific token. And that's one of the big things that a lot of these scam tokens are doing for marketing. They spent like $100 for someone to code it, and they use it on Telegram. It creates the accounts for them, and it goes in and enters channels on shill channels and just does nothing but shill from different various people saying, look into this, and it looks like it's more popular than what it really is.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. There was one of the bigger tokens out there that, if you go into their Telegram, and you'll see that their project is actually dead now. They literally pulled the liquidity after a certain. I think it was after about 6 weeks of the project. Project was going great, and then all of a sudden, one of the developers pulled the liquidity of the project, and it died. Now, anyone in their right mind goes and leaves a Telegram if that sort of thing happens. They're not interested anymore. All right, but you go into that Telegram and it's still got 52,000 members in there, all right, with nobody talking. Now, if any sort of Telegram group has 52,000 members in there with nobody talking, you can almost guarantee that 90% of them are all bots that don't do anything. They're just there to show numbers on the chart.
And we actually got botted by individuals in ours, but thanks to Ben's coding mastermind, we actually made a bot to delete accounts that were inactive and had not chatted whatsoever, and cleared out our Telegram to prevent that.
Yeah, look, it's
7 different bots that were already made, and they only worked if they were always there from the start and kept track of things on their own. So I had to do it a different way. Yeah. But yeah, I got rid of. There were like 7,000 fake accounts that had.
Yeah, wow, they got you good.
Yep.
They got you good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I think the thing with that, don't go. Anybody out there that's contemplating starting a project, starting a token, don't go starting a token or a project or a Telegram or anything like that unless you understand or have the ways and means and people that you know that can help you run those things. Because this is not a one-person job. And
It
a
is
lot of
not.
projects
Definitely
out
not.
there die because they think they can do it all themselves. They think they can go in there, they can run everything. My team, my core team over at Baby London is 9 people. We've then got 35 admins and moderators to be able to help us in the times that we can't be there. The amount of work that's involved in running this sort of thing successfully, it's way too extensive for a small team. Even a small team, it's hard, especially once you start getting the numbers up. Madhouse will be the same. Once the numbers start getting up, they'll end up getting more team, more admins, more mods, more people that can help step up to the plate to make sure everything runs smoothly. So just remember that, guys. And a lot of people sit there out in the crowd and go, when this, when that, when this, when that. Just understand that these project developers and these people running the projects know when those things are going to happen. They know the right time that it needs to happen. And if they don't, they've got people behind the scenes that do. All right. Don't pressure. All right. Ask questions. Yes. Most people are always happy to ask questions and answer questions. But don't sit there cracking the shits if something's not happening straight away. That just tells anybody that's running the project that you're there for a moonshot. All right, and nobody running a project wants to see people there for a moonshot. Everyone wants to see a project moon, but
Yeah.
usually when a project moons, that project comes down as hard as it went up.
Yeah, and we're honestly glad that all the moonshatters are pretty much gone. Everybody that's holding are literally, we know who's holding, and they're all long term for the actual project because they believe in it.
Yeah, I think look, that's what you need, and it's a matter of getting a community. Once you've got that community growth and that community stability, that's the best way to make sure that your project succeeds. We're still like we're 30 days in, and like this to us, this was we're pretty much sitting at exactly where we wanted to be sitting. Our chart on that first 36 hours, because of what we did and what we released and what we were letting people know about the project and about the things that we wanted to do in the BSC space, it mooned a lot harder than we expected it to. It then came back down, and we've been able to get a nice steady pattern since then.
I mean, you kind of did have a guy in an AMA ask all the right questions to help that happen.
Yeah, thanks, Marcus.
Yeah, that was hard.
I'm like, so basically you're trying to correct what the whole thing needs to be done to prevent government regulations. You're like,
Y'all
yes.
should have got him back
I'm
for
like,
our AMA.
you're welcome. you're welcome.
Yep. Look, unfortunately, and if anybody doesn't think that this is the way that it's going to go, right, we're in the digital age now, right? The whole world, in one point or another, is going to be moving to a digital currency. It's noted everywhere. You can read articles about it. You can read that it's going to happen. Australia actually officially announced that by 2022, we are going to be a full digital currency nation. All right. Now, if Australia is already announcing that, we usually trial things first, and then the bigger countries get on board, like the US and the UK.
So is that Australia's way of trying to cut ties with China as much as possible?
Look, I think it's more like they're playing on this. Everyone knows that the governments are playing on this COVID thing. Get vaccinated, get vaccinated, get vaccinated.
Ah.
If there's no normal currency, then you won't get COVID from the currency. Look, it's an opinion in my point of view. I think COVID is definitely bad, but I think that there's a lot worse things out in this world when you actually go and count the numbers and you do the algorithms to what's actually causing problems in this world. The fact that the world is moving to a digital age very, very rapidly, and there's such a little percentage of the world that understands and knows about cryptocurrency. That was the biggest thing that we wanted to do, was come and teach people about cryptocurrency, go and help them understand how to invest smart, how to do their research, how to read like basic reading of a contract to see if they can spot anything that's out of the ordinary. All right, because there's so many basic things you can do within this system. And look, once the governments all sign up on board with cryptocurrency, tell me you're not going to see constant KYCs everywhere. The government want to know who you are. They're not going to allow you to have any money in an unknown wallet to an unknown person. It's just, that's a physical impossibility. Doing all of that sooner rather than later, bringing more of that legitimacy to crypto now is going to help people be able to grow a good investment portfolio before all of that big stuff happens. Because once that big stuff happens, it's going to be a lot harder to grow a portfolio.
Yeah, and a lot of people, when educating them, they're unaware that the banking system has been using the same encryption bit rate for the past 30 years. It's 128-bit encryption for your debit card. Crypto is double that. Crypto is 256 minimum bit encryption. There are some currencies that I think are up to 512. It's a little bit more encrypted. I think that's Monero. Monero's meant to be ultra encrypted, ultra secure, as well as complete and utter privacy. And the government hates Monero. The government despises Monero because of its case usage is for the dark web. Everybody thinks, dark web bad. No, dark web's not all bad. There's literally a Walmart and Amazon on the dark web for completely privacy, and you can buy stuff with Monero.
Now look, there's so many things out there that do need to change though, especially in the BSC. The problem you're going to start seeing now is you're going to see the Cardano network that's just released their new smart network. You're going to see that network get hit really, really hard with their scams. You're already seeing the KCC network getting hit really hard with scams. Everybody's seeing the Matic network getting hit really hard with scams now because it was easy to do. All right, the thing that's happening differently with Poly, with KCC, with the new Cardano, is they're getting on top of it quicker. All right, they're going to get on top of it quicker, and they're going to make these base devs actually KYC themselves before they can release any sort of project on the network. And I think that's a really, really good step. If you're investing your money anywhere, I mean, you look 20, 30 years ago, you wouldn't go and invest into a stock that you didn't know who the CEO of the company was. So
exactly, never.
I just don't understand where the flip of no, we want everything private happened. And it was because of the whole we want everything private that the scams were easy to pull over people's eyes. They found out how easy it was because nobody was known, nobody needed to be known. I think that it should be an absolute minimum that a dev, if not multiple devs from each project, have to be KYC'd and known to the smart contract provider. Right? And in this case, it's BSC.
I agree full-heartedly on that. And I mean, I can see from point of views of some that, KYC, people are worried about FUD because of KYCs, like people get looked up. And the world is a very bitter and toxic place. Very.
Well, I've proved that whole theory wrong, though, Marcus. So, us at Baby London have completely proved that theory wrong. I can't see anybody that comes in and FUDs our project, and the second they do, you've got a community answering their FUD questions. They come in with their soft FUD. Like there is no way to FUD it. Right?
Yeah.
You've got devs on cam. You can talk to the dev, you can ask the dev questions. If we're not there, you can come and speak to us in the chat, and most of the time we will jump into the voice chat to answer any questions you've got. All right, the fact that we've been able to eliminate that, eliminated the FUD, it eliminated the bad people in the network because they didn't want to be tied up into a project that was so unfuddable, because the first thing that they try and do is FUD the project so the project dies. All right, and that goes for just these investors, these malicious investors. All right, it happens in every project. All right, the fact that we've been able to, within 32 days, change the whole outlook of what BSC should be within 2 weeks. of our project launching, you started seeing almost 90% of all projects starting to dox themselves, right? Because they realize that it is the way that needs to happen. If you want people to feel safe investing their money in your project, come out there and show them who you are. Like
Yeah.
it's not a hard thing to do. It really isn't.
I mean, our project kind of got, well, the first pre-sale got flooded out, and I did get KYC. Basically, I wasn't really around because I was on vacation during it, so really wasn't able to be there and provide links to prevent the FUD. But people were trying to say this and that about me, and none of it was true. But with this time, with the pre-sale, they tried doing the same thing, and I was home and at a laptop. I'm like, okay, you're saying this, and I provided government links. Like, where's my name? You're saying this about me. Where's my name? And then second off, what does anything about me have to do with investing? If you're gonna try saying something to try and FUD a project, it better have to do with either burglary, thieving, stealing, or some sort of scamming to try and FUD a dev that does the KYC. If there is none of those, it has nothing to do with making money whatsoever. If you've never been charged with any kind of money offense, it has nothing to do with making money.
Look, I think the biggest part about this is KYC is one step. All right. So you've got your KYC. That's your first step. Then you've got your, like, for example, the first 2 weeks of Baby London, I was on camera for an average of 13 to 20 hours a day. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was doing that for 13 to 20 hours a day for the first 14 days. All right. And then when I wasn't on camera, somebody else was. Like, being able to completely eliminate that face-to-face. There was no one that could come in and challenge me. We had one person come in and challenge me once, and I completely shut him down. Completely. He had absolute, like, he was gobsmacked, and he goes, okay, I'll take back everything I said, see you later, I'm leaving. And he left straight away. All right, and that just proved that he came in with no knowledge. Absolutely no knowledge. He was trying to use the same tactics that most FUD people that they use in projects. It's the same bullshit tactic, all right? I saw it in Madhouse. You had a group of shillers that came in saying, pay me this and I'll shill your project. No, we don't want to pay you to shill our project, thanks. We don't need you. And then all of a sudden they start their FUD. All right, they're just, it's manipulation tactic. All right, and most projects will fold and go, oh, here you go, just, here you go, I'll pay you. All right, and then as soon as you don't need their work anymore, then they'll start FUDding the project again. All right, it happens in every project. You see the same thing all the time. But if you're quick to the mark to get rid of those sort of people, if you're quick to the mark to be able to answer any questions directly on voice chat, if you're quick to the mark to be looking at the chat and having a big enough team to be watching that chat 24/7, eventually you're going to have such a large team that you can sit back and actually do the hard work that's needed behind the scenes while the rest of the admins and the moderators are able to help you out in the main chat. All right, that's the point that we've got to now at Baby London. For the first 2 weeks, we really couldn't work on anything. We knew what we needed to come and do, but we needed to grow that team to a point that we could take time away from the screen, well, more the point, time away from the Telegram and time away from that part of it, so we can start developing the things that are happening in the background. Because the things that we're trying to develop, like originally it was meant to be a 12-month plan. Now that 12-month plan is, it turned into a 6-month plan, and probably even sooner. Like, we're speeding it ahead at a rapid rate because we've been able to step away from the screen now because people trust us. But building that trust level to a high standard from day one was the biggest part of Baby London. And people know that they can come and invest and be safe.
I tried actually helping out last night during the overnight. The voice comms was kind of slow and whatnot, and the DJ wasn't there, so I brought in my DJ bot and filled in for about 2 hours, 3 hours, providing music.
I heard a little bit while I was working away. I was busy doing some article write-ups and stuff like that. So, yeah, look, it's a matter of being there. And guys, if you're there, If you know what you're doing in your project, if you know what you want out of your project, just don't give up. That's as simple as it is. Just don't ever give up.
Exactly. And we don't plan on giving up. We also don't plan on giving up on Baby London. That project is absolutely a necessity. Our project, I feel, is a necessity for the BSC because honestly, people should not be taxed on transferring their tokens to another wallet. That should be a change in the future.
All right.
Like,
So this is something that I'm gonna bring. All right. Now there's a reason for a particular tax. All right. We were able to pick up on a malicious transaction where somebody that was really new to crypto came and invested their money into Baby London, and they got the support for Baby London message. You know, connect your wallet here and we can help you. All right. They were able to. They connected to that malicious connect site and had their whole wallet drained of Baby London. Right. Now they bought almost $8,000 worth of Baby London 2 days before. A lot of money. Now, because we were able to find that out and we were able to mark that wallet then, as soon as it transferred tokens, it had a percentage of the tokens removed. All right. Now that percentage of tokens that were removed into marketing money and the liquidity pool and the rewards money, right? Then that person that transferred the tokens needed to transfer it again, right? Again, rewards, marketing, liquidity, right? There's 36% of all tokens gone already. Right? Now, doing that stopped the scammer from getting as much as what he could have got if you were to completely remove the transaction tax. I think transaction tax, if there is a way that you can link your own wallets together, then transaction tax should be able to be removed. But if you can't link those wallets together, which this is something that's quite difficult to sort out, if you can't link the wallets, then the transaction tax becomes terrible. All right, so big thing, you need to be doing hourly checks in your chat to see whether anyone's come in and made a Madhouse support chat. All right, because those people will go out and try and organize wallet connects, and eventually they catch someone out, right? And 99 out of 100 they don't, but that one person they do. All right, and the amount of messages that they send every day, and it goes for every project out on BSC. This is the most detrimental thing to any project.
Have you had the impersonating a dev team member?
Yes, they have. Yes, they have.
Yeah, we have it every day. Have it every day, 5-6 times a day. All right, and the silly thing is like someone tried to impersonate Hussein. Right now, that person that tried to impersonate Hussein messaged me, and I looked at it, and I'm like, "Man, this is weird. I've got no previous messages from this person." Yet,
someone you talk to all the time.
This is someone that I message 150 million times a day. He's my co-CEO. Like, I'm like, where's all my messages gone? And then I scroll down in my list. I'm like, hang on a minute. This isn't even Hussein. I was able to play along, get this person's wallet address because they were getting me to loan them money. I was able to get this person's wallet address and have the wallet completely blacklisted in Binance.
They tried doing that with Altman, and Altman I've known for 7 years. I've been gaming with him, and I have literally a bunch of messages, and we figured it out. It wasn't him, but he had messaged Chi-Chi, and Chi-Chi had never really DM'd him on Telegram. So Ben was able to keep him busy while I was spamming calling Chi-Chi because I have everybody's number on the team. So I'm like, I'm literally blowing up her phone as much as possible. And then in the first second, it's not Altman, don't do it. It's a scam.
Yeah, it happens every day, without a doubt. I think the biggest one in our team that gets impersonated is Sir Prince Charles.
She was about to go negative in her bank account to help him out because she does like Altman in real life, and she would do that to help out Altman if he really needed it. And she was about to go extremely negative.
Exactly the same. I remember the first day it happened to us when I got this random message from Sir Prince Charles. Now, I messaged him through Discord, not through Telegram. So I got the message on Telegram and I didn't even think twice of it. So I'm looking at it, and then I thought, oh, hang on a minute, he's in Discord now. I'll go and have a chat with him. So I went into Discord, and I'm like, what, you didn't message me? He's like, no, I didn't message her. I'm like, oh, no. Now, that was week 1 of Baby London. Now, it's happened, literally, there's 5 a day, every day, ever since. And it's something that you just got to deal with. Remember, anyone out there just needs to remember, no admin's going to message you and ask you for money. Ever.
No.
All right?
No.
And if that admin was going to message you and ask you for money, they would talk to you in a voice chat. All right? Voice chat is key. Guys, voice chat.
They did get one of our community members, but only got him for 1 B&B, and the team, literally, we all threw in 0.2 B&B and reimbursed him.
Oh, that's brilliant. See, to see things like that, guys, I mean, that's how you can see trusted devs. If devs are out there willing to do that sort of thing, you know, you can trust them.
I mean, and the guy that got is literally one of our biggest shillers. He literally, out of our meme contest, he submitted 13, 14 actual entries. He's been hardcore, you know, trying to support the project, and it's like, it just was the right thing to do, to support somebody that, you know, supports us.
Yeah. No, that's brilliant to hear. Now, guys, I've got to fly. I would like to catch up with you guys another time. I'll probably get Hussein to come in, and we'll be able to talk a little bit more on the side of scams and rugs, and educate some people out there that want to listen. So we'll try and organise something and get a bit more of a schedule going for it, rather than a random drop-in.
All
That'd be
right.
awesome.
Anyway, though, yeah.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah,
for stopping
thank you
in,
for
man.
joining.
Thanks for having me, guys. Thank you very much, and thanks heaps for the kind words about Baby London.
Anytime,
anytime. Madhouse, check it out. Cheers,
All right, guys. All right, cheers. That was the co-founder, Tim, of Baby London, folks. Giving us kind words as well in return. Positive energy all around. Absolutely amazing to see. Super glad to have that interaction and interview with him. Got to talk about Baby London, got to know him a little bit more. Real down to earth. He's Aussie. From my experience, Aussie people are pretty, you know, chill compared to the rest of the world.
Great bloke, Mad Foz says.
Yes, definitely Mad Foz. Agreed. Great bloke, great project. Super happy to support Baby London. Super happy to have Tim's support of the Madhouse token. And I definitely fully support people getting into that project. It is needed. And I see his point on the transfer tax. I agree fully on that. With our token, though, the transfer tax being 0, if that happens, we hope no one connects into any malicious sites, only the ones that we post. And we do advise people not to connect to any malicious site on the wallets unless designated by us or in the Telegram. The only places we are literally saying is either Pancake Swap directly or the madhousetoken.com. We want to keep that wallet tax transfer 0 to be able to make it into a full-fledged currency. That's the hopes and dreams, and hopefully that can be a thing. But I do see from his point of view and whatnot that it could be a security thing too, for people stealing the tokens and then swapping it, that they don't get as much as what they want. So, like, you know, Chi-Chi's mini Doge, they transferred that out of that main wallet, so they lost a shit ton potential profits. And if we can get 12 more people, we will do a 100,000 Madhouse token giveaway. If we can get 12 more people. What's the chart looking like? Are people getting into this? We have, all right, one person that's going to be an entry. If they are here, we need a couple more. And to qualify, basically, that's an entry. 4,000 tokens, 69 cents. That holder right there is a qualified entry. You don't need to buy a ton of tokens. You just need to hold some to qualify. It's our way of giving back to our holders for this giveaway. Valid. That is also true, Mad Foz. I see your point of view as well. Either way, it's free money to them. A free dollar is still a free dollar. I can make it look like we're moonshotting.
Scroll faster.
Oh my god! Make it look like a moonshot. That's deceptive. I want to enter. FYI, guys, this donation, this reward, whatever you want to call it, the giveaway, it's out of my own personal wallet. I ain't giving you shit, man. You can give me your tokens. Give me all your tokens. I want your tokens back.
You got more than I do.
Do I? Technically. Technically, not the marketing wallet.
Yeah, you have custody of the marketing.
FYI, marketing is fucking hard.
Especially since I won't let you sell any tokens to do it.
I refuse to sell any tokens, especially with the market cap the way it is. Nope! In order to be able to afford anything, it would just completely kill everything, and I'm not about killing the project. I'm good. No marketing is worth doing that.
Alright guys, one more time. If you are a Madhouse token holder, put an X in the chat. We have 4 people watching now, and I'm pretty sure it is the team.
Agreed.
Let's get these views up, and let's get these giveaways going. We can get up to 20. Do the first giveaway. If we can get up to 50, I will be personally giving away a random gift card or cash. Not saying how much. But I will let you choose.
Cheesecake Factory?
I didn't see you put
Applebee's?
an X in the chart.
I-
Applebee's, no Red Lobster. Or Doritos taco in a bag.
Oh my god, I can't. Guys, during our venture, we went into this random restaurant coming back from New York. I think it was in Virginia?
Yeah.
And it's not even a chain. I don't even remember what the hell it was called, but they had basically a nacho bag kind of thing, taco in a bag. I didn't know what to expect. It was literally taco meat in a nacho Dorito bag, crunched up the Doritos in the bag. It was like ghetto AF, but it was delicious. So that was like some jailhouse food kind of thing right there. That's what I thought of when I saw that.
It was so good. He called my mom and told her that I was white trash because I was eating nachos out of a Doritos bag.
Moving in the bag. Look like
Yeah,
white trash.
it's good.
Hopefully if ADA goes up, I'll be able to take another vacation this winter. How'd you get the red X?
The Unicode. Well, yeah, I can't remember what it's called. Crossmark emoji.
It's an emoji?
Unicode symbol. Number.
Oh, we are
2746.
way over schedule when I said we were gonna end the stream.
Yeah. It's true.
Unfortunately, we are not getting any X's from holders. We're only getting it from team members. Rip on the giveaway. We will have to try again at a later date and time. We will be over in the Telegram for a little bit, not very long, because I'm assuming Ben's probably going to be going to sleep soon. And we'll try and see if we can get enough people over there. We'll 100,000 Madhouse token giveaway. All you have to do is be a Madhouse token holder to qualify. Want to give back to our holders. Alright, Chi-Chi linked the Telegram, she did. So with that, we are going to wrap the stream up. Come over and meet us over on Telegram, guys. We'll give you some face-to-face time. We'll continue the giveaway over there. And hopefully we can get enough people on comms and video. Alright. I want to thank everybody for coming today. I want to give a special thanks to Baby London co-founder Tim. Amazing guy, amazing community, amazing project. Thank you so much for being here today. I look forward to seeing ADA in the future. Look forward to seeing B&B going up and seeing us all make money in the future. And with that, it was a pleasure. And as always, stay moist.
Hey, boys.
Stay moist.